For more than 30 years, Close Up has partnered with tribal nations to offer programs that focus on the issues affecting Indian country. During the USET Impact Week Youth Summit, youth will have interactions with fellow USET youth, tribal leaders, and delegates that enhance the understanding of the relationship between tribal nations and the U.S. government and the role of USET and Native American advocacy.
Close Up does a great job of really building confidence and character in kids. We see many leaders today that were Close Up kids. It's not just coming here and seeing some monuments and doing that type of stuff, but they get a really full, comprehensive understanding of not just the challenges within Indian country, but also the challenges in addressing those issues as well, and really is a great platform for kids to become future leaders.
I went through Close Up when I was a senior in high school. What it meant to me was to be seen and connected to my community that I never had the experience before. Not growing up in my community, it was my first introduction and interaction with not only other youth from my community, but it's also, I still remember my roommate was from another tribal nation in Louisiana, and I got to experience all these other tribal nations that I wasn't previously aware of or taught in school.
We actually have workshops that educate us about our tribes, about sovereignty, about federal politics of the federal government's relationship with our tribes, our tribal council.
It's extremely important for us as tribal leaders to not just invest in this program, but to invest in our young people. Obviously, the future of our tribes are very depending on it. The climate is constantly changing. We're not running the same tribes today that we were 50 years ago. They won't be running the same tribes that we are today. There'll be a whole host of things that they can get exposed to here to not only create leadership skills, but also knowledge how to overcome those, where the sources are, all of those things, but also just creating great partnerships with other tribal communities and best practices in that space. Close Up does a great job with that.
The last day, students have a breakfast opportunity with their tribal leaders and talk about what they learn and really apply it to their community, their hometown. To this day, I still carry a lesson and a mantra that my tribal leaders share, that we are tri-citizens. We're citizens of the United States, we're citizens of our state, but we're also citizens of our tribal nations. And to be a well-rounded citizen in all of those aspects, you got to participate, you got to vote, you got to step up and be heard.
The other reason I think it's extremely important to invest in our youth is none of us get here without being invested in. My tribal leadership invested in me growing up. They saw something in me at a young age, brought me to these conferences, exposed me to these conversations, and it was really eye-opening for me to get out of the community I grew up in and really understand that how things all tie together and how we're all facing those in common problems that Indian country faces.
We need to develop our next generation of leaders. There is a significant lack of Indigenous-led, Indigenous-inspired leadership programs, and this is one of them.
I'm leaving here with the ability to voice my opinion and to be proud of who I am and know that I am loved and fought for and someone that is cherished and worthy of that care and that fight.
During this 7-day, 6-night program, students explore current issues facing Native Americans, the rights and responsibilities of dual citizenship, and the complex relationship between tribal nations and the federal government. While discovering Washington, D.C., and meeting with tribal leaders and the USET Board of Directors, students get an inside look at the American political system. Visit closeup.org to learn more.